Hi, so we are going to wrap up our decluttering series on decluttering out your phone. So, this is like the thing that I use more than anything, and I'm sure that that's you too. We are constantly on our phones, using them, adding information. That's like life source for me, for my life, and for my business. So, I'm not sure if you can relate to that at all. I'm kind of guessing you can. So let's go ahead and clean out all of that distracting clutter that we have on our phones today. If we haven't met before, my name is Michele and I'm an online business manager, and I kindly kick digital CEOs out of the back office so they can focus on more sales, more revenue, and my very favorite, more impact. So as I said, today we are going to do some simple tasks to be able to clean out our phones. Now, keep in mind, this is probably going to be a long process and it may not be something that you get done today, although all you need to do is schedule some time in your calendar and make sure you're doing a little bit every day, and that phone will eventually be cleaned and you'll just be on maintenance mode. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm actually cleaning out my contacts. Oh my goodness. I don't really know how I ended up with so many contacts. But I'm going through and cleaning out some of the contacts. I've got duplicate contacts in there and contacts that are old and different contacts from different teams and groups that my kids have been on over the years. And all of that stuff now is getting cleaned out. If I haven't spoken with anybody in the past year, am I really going to actually need that contact information in the future? Yeah, there's some that get to stay no matter what. But really, in the end, I just need to be able to go through and find the contacts that I need to actually be in contact with without having to sort through thousands of different other contacts that I've added to my phone over the years. So this is the first thing I've done, is I've gone through my contacts and cleaned them out. The next thing, and I was forced to do this because I had so many photos and so many videos on my phone, I had to go through and clean them all out. Now, I do have them backed up automatically to my OneDrive. You could also have them backed up automatically to your Google, whatever you prefer. But that is how it works for me. I have everything automatically backed up to my OneDrive so that all of those photos and videos are there. So do I really need to keep them all on my phone? No, I do not need to have all those photos and videos on my phone. So I went through and I cleaned all of those out and just kept the ones that I absolutely loved. Another thing, which is also in your phone, is your screenshots. So if you're not ready to go through and port with all your photos, at least go through and delete your screenshots, because more than likely you're not needing that. And I can't tell you, I don't know if it's just me. Do you ever run into this problem? Like, I don't know how I can automatically or accidentally screenshot my phone, because I do that a lot. I must have some magic with the buttons to be able to do that, because I have a lot of screenshots of my phone that I didn't need for any reason at all. Oh, this was a game changer for me for distraction wise, is notifications. Like, it took me a little bit. I had to do bit by bit to, I guess, to really just jump into it and love it. But I was always so overwhelmed, and I'm not sure if you are too. When I would pick up my phone, I would have all these notifications, like everything, because I had everything turned on to notify me. Because when you install the app, it asks if you want notifications. Of course, I always say yes. And then in the end, no, I don't want all those notifications, because when I want to pick up my phone, I want to just see the things that are important to me. And getting all the notifications are not important for me. And one of those places of notifications that I have deemed to be not important is social media. I'm not sure what your feelings are on it, but mine, I have 0 notifications for any sort of social media platform. The one thing that I am, I don't, it's a good or a bad thing. Be what it may. I'm not sure which one you're going to think it is, but do not disturb. So my phone is in do not disturb pretty much all the time. I have it set up that my favorites, if they give me a phone call, will actually ring to my phone. But anything else, do not disturb. It's my whole entire workday. My phone's on do not disturb. I have it on do not disturb in the evening, and it could be days sometimes that I have my phone still in do not disturb, because I like to be able to pick when the time that works for me for picking up my phone, because if I pick it up and there's things that distract me and I go down the whole rabbit hole of, oh, well, this is on there and this is on there. But taking off the notifications and keeping my phone in do not disturb really keeps that distraction of going down the rabbit hole of your phone, for me, like on point. Like, I can say now that my screen time, since they send you the report each week where you can sign up for it, I'm not sure which one, if they just automatically, my screen time is a lot lower than it used to be, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I don't have the notifications, and I do not have the and I use the do not disturb because I have shiny object enough. I don't need to have anything helping me out in that arena at all. So those are the two great ways for me to be able to make sure that I'm doing it. Another thing to do for cleaning out your phone is deleting those apps. I don't know about you, but I download apps all the time thinking, ooh, this is going to be a great app. And it really is not a great app. And then I never get rid of it, and it just sits on my phone unused for years, cluttering up everything. Well, this is a great time to go through and delete all those apps. Heck, maybe delete all your apps on your phone, and if you need it, you'll add it back in. That's probably a better route to go, and maybe what I actually do. Delete them all, add them in if I actually need them. And while we're on the subject of apps, this would also be a great time to organize your apps. So if you're not wanting to delete every single app off your phone and then add them in slowly, you can just go ahead and just organize your apps. So make sure the ones that you use most frequently that aren't distracting are on your first page. And then as you go through, have your different sections. So I have like my family. My first screen is always like my most used. My calendar, my email, my maps, my most used are always on that first screen for me. And then as I go through, it goes down. I have a place for all my health apps. I do put things in folders quite a bit. So like my general life, outside of my business will be on one screen where I have all of those. So that's like my nutrition apps, my workout apps, the different things that go along with that. And then I have like all my business ones as well on a certain page. So anything that I need for my business is a bunch of apps on a certain page. So just go through and organize the apps that you have, the ones that you're actually using. And then while you're at it, if you are deleting your apps, maybe try and do a little social media detox for a week and see how much better you feel when you're not on social media. It's so strange that we can get so caught up in the things that are going on that we forget to actually be in the moment and pay attention to where we are now. And I know that I'm totally guilty of that. Like, I'll put my face on my phone and then forget of all the things that are going on around me that I should be present for. Or conversations where I'm trying to think I need to do something on my phone when we're out. Okay, words are hard. Where in reality, I don't need to be doing that. I need to be paying attention and be in the moment and set my phone down and just leave it alone. So whether there's a certain app that's completely distracting to you or social media in general, but just take time to actually be in the present moment and pay attention to the people and the things that actually matter. I hope that this was filled with a whole bunch of different tips on what you can get rid of and clean out in your phone. And I'm sure as you're going through it, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this. And it's just so much nicer to have something that is clutter-free and you don't have everything on there. So thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you.